Hello trainers, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go Battle. So today we have a battle submission from one of my friends, Peter, showcasing an XL defense form Deoxys on top of an XL Registeel and an XL Politoed. The one surprise to me is the defense form Deoxys, and we're going to showcase two sets today, so 10 battles. And I believe he went positive on 4 on these 10 battles. I think it was 4-1 and a 3-2. So without a doubt, we're going to jump into these videos and we're going to just watch and see how these battles turned out. Now, I haven't seen these battles yet, so we're going to commentate as we go. Sped up to 2 times faster just to make things a little bit easier. So here we are up against a trainer that has a Cresselia, shiny Cresselia, and it looks like he's going to go straight to Rock Slides first here. So I don't know if this is really... Ooh, game crashes, great. But without a doubt, okay, we're going to go back in here. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure if he wins this matchup against Cresselia, but Rock Slides is really the best bet in this situation, just so he doesn't debuff himself with Psycho Boost, if you may or may not know. So it looks like he's already got hit from another Moonblast to maybe my understanding, I don't know, but we'll see here. Yeah, he definitely got hit a Moonblast before when he got crashed. So we're gonna go with the Rock Slide here. Let's see if he can recoup from this match, and we're going to go to another Rock Slide. Wow, that's awesome. And this defense form Deoxys is not even fully maxed out yet. I mean, getting XL candies for this thing is really hard. So props to being best buddied. Just as the stats have it, as it's 11, 15, 15. So I'm not sure if like 100% defense form Deoxys is the way to go, but this is what he has, and this is what we're going to be using so far. And going back into this match, we have a Registeel up against an Umbreon. Now, this is really good for Registeel. Now getting the extra buff with Focus Blast. It took 2 Focus Blasts to knock out Umbreon. So now we're going to see a Swampert here, which is actually not too bad considering he has Politoed in the back. And we're going to see how this works out. He's going to let go of this Hydro Cannon from Swampert. I think he wants to match shields with the Politoed and the and the Swampert, and that was the idea there. So because they shielded there, he threw in his Politoed, and not knowing actually Cresselia had energy, actually enough energy for 2 Grass Knots. So we're going to see here he stores up extra energy, which is smart in this case, so he can stay on top of the Swampert in this situation here. And he's going to throw off the Weather Balls, and we're going to spam out here, and let's see what happens. So basically, oh, this is down to the timer. It's one of those matches. Oh, he went straight to EQ, and he loses that match right at the end. Wow. So if he didn't have that issue, I guess, with the game crashing, maybe he would have had a better opportunity for the Cresselia in the lead, either getting the shield or knocking it out there. So that was definitely a match I think he could have won without the game crashing, sadly. So moving on to the next match, we have Galvantua as the lead. So I don't think this is really the best situation for this defense form Deoxys, being weak to lunge, and I believe the Galvantula gets to the lunges before defense form Deoxys gets to the Rock Slides here. So he's going to shield here. He's now double debuffed with his attack stat, and he's going to go into a Psycho Boost just to get ahead on these charged attacks here. We get his first shield, which is great. And now we get to another lunge, so he's going to go to the double shields. And in this case, ooh, they switch straight into Talonflame. It's not too bad in this situation. We have a Politoed, and we're going to see what happens here. We're going to go straight to the Weather Ball. I think it's going to be, what, 2 Weather Balls to knock this thing out? Yep. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. I'm curious if a Brave Bird actually knocks out a Shadow Politoed from this range. So they actually go for the Flame Charge first, and he gets to 2 Weather Balls. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, they actually don't shield. Wow, okay. And here we go. We're going to get to another Weather Ball. He's going to shield here. Yep, they do. And the idea that they're going to... Ooh, okay. Wow. Quick switches right there. So he was anticipating that they're going to throw the lunge. So he was trying to sack swap with his defense form Deoxys. Pretty big on the chip damage there, which is pretty good for this Umbreon. And Registeel comes in, and now we have a Dark Pulse. And this is... I'm going to say it's pretty much GG's in this case, if I'm not mistaken. Everything is looking pretty good as far as this Registeel being able to handle all these Dark Pulses. I think being an XL Pokemon in this case is really showing its bulk. I mean, Registeel is pretty bulky in the Great League, but in Ultra League, wow, it's like really holding up really, really well. It can definitely take another discharge there. Politoed comes in. He throws right when he throws the Volt Switch, so he doesn't get caught from that animation switch. And we go into the Dark Pulse here, and then the Registeel comes back with the Focus Blast and ready to go knock out this Umbreon. So very good match there, actually. I really liked how he played it out there. So versing another Legend. Here we go. Another Galvantua lead. So as we just saw, it's not really the best promising situation. So we're going to see here what happens. Lunge goes through. He doesn't shield. And I'm going to see if he's going to go with a... Yep, he's going to go with the Rock Slide here. We're going to anticipate the shield. Yep. And then here we go. So he's going to go with another Rock Slide. He's going to definitely shield here. So he's switching it up from the last time before. So we'll see what happens. I think the Galvantua should survive this. Yep, it will. And we're going to see it's going to go to a Psycho Boost. So it's double debuffed. I'm not sure if it's going to knock it out. Just barely. There we go. That's nice. And we see a Gyarados in here now. He switches so he can save his Defense Form Deoxys to see if he can maybe get to a Rock Slide. He's just one counter short. And he's going to go straight to the Blizzard here. And we see a Clefable come in. So this is actually looking pretty good here. The switch time clocks are a little desynced. So he's going to throw this Weather Ball here just to chip away. And I believe in this situation, he can bring in Registeel and just completely farm down and have almost a Flash Cannon for the Gyarados. So we're going to see, this is not going to be super effective. Yep. We're going to need probably 2 more. And I think in this case, he should be fine with any moves that Gyarados is going to spam out. And I think Gyarados is going to go with just Aqua Tails here. So he's just going to shield just to burn a shield. Just to maintain a little bit of health. I'm not sure if it was really needed right in this situation here, being it's the last Pokemon, but they did shield. And if anything, I'm going to assume that he's going to jump right into the Psycho Boost after this Registeel gets knocked out. But I think he may be able to get to the... Ooh, a little risky. As you may know, sometimes Dragon Claw can advance in that 1-turn move and actually knock out in between those switches. So he probably had a little bit more health just so he actually survived to that Dragon Breath. Did I say Dragon Breath or Dragon Claw? Dragon Breath. So pretty tricky there, but luckily he able to swap in and just throw the Psycho Boost to actually win the match. And GG's with that game. So very, very good so far how this team actually works together. Still kind of curious with Politoed in the back, seeing if Blizzard is any benefits over EQ. And we'll just see what happens when we get into the next battle here. So we're going to move into the next battle. We have Swampert as the lead. So Swampert's pretty spammy, let alone having a Shadow Swampert. Those Hydro Cannons are going to probably hit. I'm very curious if it's going to take 2 Hydro Cannons to knock out this Defense Form Deoxys. I'm going to probably say it's going to take 2 with Mud Shots going down. With the current Defense Form Deoxys CP that he has. Yeah, definitely 2. He actually has to go to another Hydro Cannon. It would be too aggressive to farm all the way down. Though, he probably could if he really wants to. Actually switches into a Regirock, which is very perfect for this Politoed Shadow here. That Stone Edge did a lot of damage. And we're going to see how much damage this Weather Ball does. Does quite a bit, doesn't knock it out, but having back-to-back Weather Ball, this is going to pressure shields, but he does let it go. And the Swampert comes back in. So in this case, this is a Hydro Cannon. He should survive it. And he's going to go with the Weather Ball here. He's going to outpace it now to the Swampert to the next move, if I'm recalling. Oh, they both switch, and he throws the Rock Slide onto a Talonflame. Wow, perfect. That is awesome. So now he can probably get to a move. Yep, he gets to a Weather Ball here, which is perfect. And all he has left is the Registeel, which with 1 shield, he should be pretty good in this situation. He can definitely survive the first Flame Charge without a problem. And the best situation here, which is what he's doing, is not shielding the first one because the second Flame Charge is going to do a lot more damage. So in this case, he's going to go straight to... Oh, wow. Perfect. He didn't throw the Flash Cannon, and he goes with the Flash Cannon here on the Talonflame and actually wins that match. Perfect. So very well played there, Peter. Just holding on to the Flash Cannon, not throwing, knowing that he's anticipating the sack swap from the opponent. and moving on to the next battle. So, wow, Giratina, not a good lead. This is the perfect opportunity now to see Blizzard's going to work in this situation. And we're going to see Dragon Claw go through. And we see a switch into Cresselia. So this is not looking too good so far. We're getting somewhat hard countered with this team that he's facing. So I'm going to see, I'm pretty curious if he's going to use any shields here in this case. Because really his best situation is his Politoed against Giratina, though. As far as I recall, I think Registeel has a pretty good matchup against Giratina. So he switches back into Defense Form Deoxys just to save that health on his Politoed and that Weather Ball. And he gets Moonblasted, which is really not that much considering what just happens. And he switches into Registeel, which is perfect. Ooh, but not perfect here now with Talonflame in the back. So my mistake, I thought he actually saved his Politoed, but his Politoed was knocked out. This animation's going by really, really fast, so it's not easy to commentate as we go here. But this is not looking too good for this Registeel. I believe just doubling up on shields for this Talonflame is going to be the best situation for this team. And I highly doubt he's going to even shield here. Yeah, because Talonflame could take up 3 Flash Cannons in order to win that match. And he at least gets 1 shield here, which is perfect. And then really the best situation, I think, is his Registeel here, which is going to be very close. I don't think these rock slides are going to add up quite a bit against this Giratina, yeah, sadly. So I'm almost going to assume that this is not the match he wins, just in a sheer matchup of just team comp here. He was hard countered against the Giratina, which was then hard countered against the Politoed and the Cress, and then the Talonflame and the Registeel in the back. So I'm not too sure how he could have really won that match, besides maybe... I don't know. He probably wouldn't be able to win that match, honestly. Maybe if he just let go of his Defense Form Deoxys, bring in the Registeel, and then switch into his Politoed if that happened. But again, it's just really, really hard. I don't think he could have won that match. So GG's there for trying and winning that match. Moving on to the next battle here, we have Empoleon. So this is actually pretty good with the counter moves, and he switches into Virizon. Wow. You don't see that too often, but this is actually a good situation because he can stack up on Psycho Boost, which is going to be super effective against this Pokemon, and he's going to go straight to the Psycho Boost here. So they don't shield the first one. I imagine they're going to shield the second one here. We'll see what happens, and they do, which is great. And then they're going to go to the third one here. Yep, anticipating that he wasn't going to shield. The Leaf Blades are adding up, but it's not really doing too much in this situation. And I'm going to assume that the Psycho Boost is going to... Ooh, it doesn't knock it out. I was going to think it would, even though it was... debuffed twice 2 stages, and actually he loses that match. So he wants to save shields here, which is very understandable. Registeel comes in. We have the Empoleon, which is still a very good situation here. Oh, we have the Muck in the back. So he switches into Politoed. With these Weather Ball spams, it's actually going to be looking very, very good against this Muck, especially having 2 shields here, which he actually is going to use 1 right now. And we're going to see what happens, and I believe he's just going to continue Weather Balling and just knocking out this Muck. I highly doubt that they're going to shield, and he's going to not shield here because he wants to save the shields for his Registeel, which is probably the smartest decision, knowing that his win comp is going to be his Registeel. So the Weather Ball is going to go through. We're going to chip away here, and he switches right into the Registeel, throwing the Focus Blast, and the opponent knows that he's not going to win that match and not shields to let go of his Empoleon. GG's there with that match. Moving on to the next battle here, we have an Obstagoon. So actually a very good situation here. Moving into a Venusaur. So really his best answer still is this Defense Form Deoxys. He definitely wants to win Switch here because he doesn't want the Obstagoon to be up against the Registeel, even though Registeel does have the Focus Blast for the Obstagoon. I think the Obstagoon would actually outpace the Registeel. So he switches in now, knowing that he is a shield ahead in this situation, and knowing that these frenzies are not going to be hurting that much, but they will slowly add up, especially now that the Obstagoon will probably come back in. But maybe the situation that he's going to probably do is somewhat fish out the Obstagoon here. Knowing that he can win with his Defense Form Deoxys, he's going to bait out the Obstagoon in this situation, force the last shields, and then hopefully, I think he can possibly shield here and actually get to another Focus Blast. But he actually switches into his Defense Form Deoxys, Nice Slash goes through. He doesn't shield. And then he's going to go straight to the Rock Slide. Ooh, is he going to shield here? No, he's going to let it go. Okay. So Defense Form Deoxys goes down. He has enough health to let go of this Focus Blast. Knocks out the Obstagoon, and then he has a Clefable in the back, which I think will be able to get to all the moves here to knock out this Clefable. He's going to chip away with these Weather Balls, and I think he needs just 2 more. He's at 50% health at this point with a shield. I think he's able to outpace it for sure. Right? Yep. There we go. And the opponent conceals the match there. GG's for that. So things are working out pretty good. We're just over the halfway mark. Almost done here. We have a Galvantua lead once again. So we know how this plays out. He doesn't shield the first one here. He's definitely going to get the shields with the Rock Slide he's going to throw. And then the next question is going to be, is he going to go to the Psycho Boost or he's going to go again to the Rock Slide? So as we know, the Psycho Boost doesn't cut it with 2 stages being down with his attacks from his lunges, from the opponent trainer's lunges. And we're going to see what happens here. So he shields, he double shields here. Okay, and then he's going to let go of the Psycho Boost. Not sure if this is really the best call, but we're going to see what happens here. He throws a Rock Slide. I highly doubt that the trainer shields. Yeah, because 2 stages down, it's definitely the Talonflame can survive. And what he's going to do here, he does get a shield, which is awesome. And now he brings in his Politoed. Not too sure if switching in was really the best situation. Maybe letting go of his Defense Form Deoxys is the better situation, just in case there's a counter to this Politoed in the back, which is the, a Granbull. This is not looking too good now. Flash Cannon, come on. Ooh. Definitely would have gone to the Flash Cannon there. So he's going to charge up extra energy there. I'm not too sure of the matchup here where a regular Flash Cannon would have knocked out the Granbull without being debuffed from his close combat. In this situation here, I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, Flame Charge goes down, and then the Incinerate knocks out the Defense Form Deoxys. GG's here for that match. I would imagine if the Flash Cannon would one-shot KO the Granbull without using close combat, because it's probably the situation where he may have won, maybe would have letting that go and the Granbull knocks out in that move, and then having the energy to knock out the Talonflame and maybe potentially have the sack swap as well too. So moving on to the next battle here, we have the switch into the Clefable into the Politoed, and Politoed, as we know, can outspam the Clefable to these moves, so maybe expect a shield, which we do. And then we're going to see one more Weather Ball. So let's see if they're going to expend their last shield, which they do. This is perfect. And then we can bring in Registeel here. He actually brings in Defense Form Deoxys. So he's not going to shield, which is perfectly fine. Defense Form Deoxys, as we all know, is a very, very bulky Pokemon. He does the aggressive farm down, which is amazing. And we have Defense Form Deoxys and, Giratina, and then we have a Sylveon. So wow, we have Giratina double Charmer. So this is not over yet. I think actually he can win this match. Having 2 shields against a Giratina and a Regi can definitely work out very well. These look like they're Shadow Claws, which I think is not too bad in this situation. Yeah, he could definitely shields twice and win this match. Is he going to go for the double? Is he going to go for the shield flex? Is this what Peter's going to be going? He's going to go with the shield flex here. It's looking pretty promising. So it looks like 3 Flash Cannons is all it needs to take out this Giratina. But he switches into his Defense Form Deoxys just to chip away with more damage. And yep, the Cycle Boost was just enough to knock it out. GG's there for that match. Wow, that's crazy. 2 shield flex. Moving on to the next battle, we have a G-Fist. So we haven't seen this yet. I think he can win this match. I think the counter damage on top of the rock slides would be just enough. Even though that Earthquake did a lot of damage. We're going to see what this rock slide would do. It's not going to do that much damage, just chip. Yep. It almost seems like 2-3 counters is just as the same as a rock slide, which is crazy. So he shields once just to maintain the health on the defense form Deoxys, brings in the Politoed, gets an actual shield. So now they're they're in the same playing field with the shields, and this is going to be brutal. I think in this case he doesn't want a shield here. It's not going to be much of an issue that he can do, or not much he can actually accomplish with this Politoed being walled against this Jelly, and then being bubble beamed to death in this case. I think they were trying to bait just to see if they get the shields, and yep, there we go. Shadow Ball. So we're going to see what happens here. He's going to go straight Flash Cannon. I don't think this is super effective either. He gets a Bubble Beam once again. This is going to be very curious what he has in the back. Ooh, he has a Scrafty in the back. Okay, so let's see what happens. We get the Power Up Punch. So he definitely needs to get the shield here. He's baiting with the Flash Cannon, which is probably, as I say, I don't know if that's the best situation because the opponent did Bubble Beam, so I'm assuming that they're not going to shield knowing that they can survive a Focus Blast. So here we go, the Politoed comes in. He spams out with the Weather Ball. He does get the shield, which is great. Now let's see if this is actually a foul play here. It's just another Power Up Punch, and he just misses out on the Weather Ball there, and that's not a good situation. So the Registeel comes back in. I think he could have gone, let me see. Yeah, he definitely could have gone right to the Focus Blast, so he was just a little short there. And then, oof, this is going to definitely be a foul play. Yeah, foul play. So his win situation there, I think, in this case, would definitely be going to the Focus Blast and seeing what the defense form Deoxys could have done there. And besides that, I think overall that was pretty good. I mean, that potential last game there could have been a 1, and there's one other situation that he could have probably won as well too. 2572 was his ELO at the time of this recording, which is very good considering the team that he used in this situation. Thank you again, Peter, for this battle submission. Defense Form Deoxys looks pretty promising without a doubt. And like I talked about in a podcast, BTW, if you guys haven't listened to, there's a Remix Cup coming up for Ultra League, and I know Defense Form Deoxys is going to be a good pick for that league. So if you guys had the XL candy for it, if you guys been grinding, I would definitely suggest having Defense Form Deoxys for Ultra League. But without a doubt, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, oof, my voice. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.